What are the type of question you can expect from these chapter is here. From matrices and determinant, it will be purely on the matrix method, solving linear equations by matrix method. So we are supposed to form 6 digit, and here also we have 6 digit. We are going to use all the 6 digits in the 6 places according to the conditional statement. If the first statement is true and the second statement is false, then only the compound proposition is false. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So we are going to discuss your model question paper of the year 2022-23. This year, there is a slight change in your question paper comparatively to the previous years. So let's see those changes and what are the sections you are going to attend, for how many maximum marks you are going to attend the question paper, as well as the maximum marks where the question paper is set. So this year your question paper pattern will be containing 5 sections, that is part A, B, C, D, E, and here part A section contains 1 mark question. So there will be 20 questions where it is divided into MCQs, fill in the blanks, and 1 mark question and answers. So you have 20 questions and all the 20 questions has to be answered. So there is no options in your first section, that is part A. All question carries 1 marks. All the 20 question has to be answered. So maximum marks you will get is 20 from part A. And part B contain 2 marks question from the different chapters. So number of questions set is 14 question. You are supposed to answer only 9 questions. So 9 twos are 18 marks. So the best 9 questions will be chosen for the correction. So that is, you are supposed to attend maximum 9 questions out of 14 questions and you will get 18 marks. Next, from part C section, you have 3 marks questions and there also you have 14 questions. You are supposed to answer any 9. So 9 threes are 27 marks from section C. Part D contains a 5 mark question. So you will be given 10 questions to answer. You are supposed to answer only 5 out of 10. So that is 5 5s are 25 marks. So each question carries 5 marks. So 5 question, 25 marks. And part E section is a 10 mark question where you have 6 mark as well as 4 mark question. So 1 6 mark question need to be answered and 1 4 mark question need to be answered from this section. So total you will get 10 marks. So overall your question paper is set for 150 marks. The maximum marks you can score is 100. So that is, out of 60 question you are supposed to answer 44 question to get a maximum number of 100. So let's see the blueprint for this year. So it follows like this. So under the unit algebra, so the division under each section is given. So matrices and determinants will be for 15 marks, permutations and combination for 7 marks, probability 6, binomial theorem 9, partial fraction 5, mathematical logic 9, and ratios and proportions 12, bill discounting for 6 marks, stocks and shares 4 marks, learning curve 6, linear programming problem 5 marks, sales and tax and value added taxes 4 mark. Next you have heights and distances for 4 mark, and trigonometry, that is compound angle, multiple, submultiple and transformation formula for 10 marks. Circles you have for 7 marks, parabola 6 marks, limits and continuity 9 marks, differential calculus for 11 marks, application of derivatives 9, indefinite integrals 9, definite integrals and its areas, application towards its areas is 7 marks. So total they'll set 150 marks from each individual chapter. You're supposed to answer only 100 marks. Maximum 100 marks you can gain here. Now just observe the blueprint here. You can see here part A section, part B, part C, part D and part E section. So as I told you, part E section you have 4 marks as well as 6 mark question. First, let's see the 6 mark question. So you can see, you can expect the 6 mark question only from the chapter circles and limits and continuity of a function. That is, circles you are supposed to prove points or concyclic, or to find the general equation of a circle whenever the points are given. And the limits will be two theorems, that is the standard limit. You have two theorems on standard limits, that is limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a, or limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is equal to 1. So you are supposed to learn two theorems from the limits chapter. So you may expect it for 6 marks, and 6 mark question, as I told, it will be on the general equation of the circle. So any one question has to be answered under the 6 mark question. No need to study other chapters for 6 mark question. Also, you can see for 4 mark question here. So you will get one 4 mark question from binomial theorem. So that is, binomial theorem is a question where you will ask the application or to expand the numerical value, for example 1.2 whole power 5 up to 4 decimal places. So those kind of questions, and from heights and distances you can accept one question. So either you can attend binomial theorem or you can attend heights and distances. So you can choose one 4 mark question. So here also, except these two chapters, no need to study any other chapters for 4 mark question. Next, let's move on for 5 mark question. You can see here, you are supposed to answer only 5 questions, but the question will be set from 10 chapters. Let's see what are the chapters we have under 5 mark question. So you have matrices and determinants, then you have binomial theorem, partial fraction, mathematical logic, ratios and proportion, learning curve, linear programming problem. Then you have from compound angles and multiple angles, and then from differential calculus, and then from the application of integrals. So what are the type of question you can expect from these chapter is here, from matrices and determinant, it will be purely on the matrix method, solving linear equations by matrix method. So binomial theorem, it may be of finding an independent term or a constant term or middle term, general term, etc. And partial fraction, you are supposed to resolve the given rational functions into two simple partial fractions. Next, mathematical logic is that you are supposed to verify the given tautology or contradiction, or the problems will be given on the propositions to verify whether it is a logically equivalent or not. Next, we have from ratios and proportion. So you will get ratios and proportions problems on 5 marks. Next, you have from learning curve. So it's a tabular method, very simple method. And you have linear programming problem, that is, you are supposed to find out the maximum or minimum value using graphical method. Next, we have a compound angle and multiple angle formula. So your 5 marks question will be only on transformation formulas. So just learn the transformation formulas and it will help you to solve the problem in trigonometry. And next, you have differential calculus. Your question will be only on the second order derivatives. So the equation will be given to prove by deriving the given function 2 times, or just by finding the second order derivative, you can prove the result. And application to areas from definite integrals will be given for 5 mark question. That is to find out the total area of a given curve, the curve and the line, or the area under the two curves. So these are the only questions you can expect from this chapter, and here you need to choose any 5 questions. So we can see the simple problems will be on the partial fraction, mathematical logic, learning curve, linear programming problems. They are all very simple. So almost any 5 chapters you can learn thoroughly and attend 5 questions out of 10 questions. Now coming to part A, part B and part C section. So based on the divisions here given, according to the blueprint, you can go on studying those type of question from each individual chapter. So here also you have options, as I said. You have 14 questions under part B and part C where you are supposed to answer only 9 questions. So hence here choose your questions whichever you feel easy to study and attend those questions in your examination. So the department has provided us one model question paper here. So let's look at the model question paper. So we have here the time limit of 3 hours 15 minutes. You are supposed to answer a maximum marks of 100 marks. So let's see the general instruction given. So the question paper has 5 parts, A, B, C, D and E. Part A carries 20 marks, Part B carries 18 marks, Part C carries 27 marks, Part D carries 25 and Part E carries 10 marks. Write the question number properly as indicated in the question paper. So most of the students will neglect this point. They'll write the answer but they'll forget to write the question number. So wherever you write the answer, indicate the proper question number there. Next we have section A should be answered continuously at 1 or 2 pages of answer sheets and only the first answer is considered for marks in part A. So here section A should be answered within 1 or 2 pages only. So it cannot be answered after all the questions. So it has to be answered at 1 or 2 pages of the answer sheets only. And whichever answer you have written first, only that answer will be considered for the correction. Once again, section A should be answered continuously at 1 or 2 pages of answer and only the first answer is considered for marks in part A section. So let's see the questions now. So as I already said, you have part A section. Answer all 20 questions here. So the first 10 questions will be given for multiple choice questions. So objective type questions. You are supposed to choose until here one particular answer. So write the proper option number along with the answer. For example, we can see here the value of the integral 5 divided by x into dx. We know that the answer will be 5 log x plus c. So write the answer, question number 10, option number A, 5 log x plus c. So write it properly. You have next 5 questions, that is from question number 11 to 15. A fill in the blanks will be given along with the answer jumbled here. So you need to choose the correct answer for all the 5 questions here until here and write the proper answer there. And the next 5 questions will be your question and answer type, 1 mark question and answer. So you're supposed to write the proper answer for these questions. As I already told you, part B section, you are supposed to answer only 9 questions, but 14 questions will be set here. So you can see that is from question number 21 to 34. You can see these questions. You are supposed to answer any 9 out of these 14 questions. Next you have part C section. Here also part C section you have from question number 35 to, you can see here, question number 48. So here also you are supposed to answer any 9 questions out of 14 questions. Next we have part D section. So here as I told you, so only study those questions from the chapter whichever you feel easier. So here you are supposed to answer any 5. 10 questions will be given, that is question number 49 to question number 58. So you have all type of question as we discussed earlier. So write any 5 question. Next you have part E section. As I already told you, so you need to answer a 6 mark question, any one 6 mark question and any one 4 mark question. So the type of questions I have already told you, you will get only from the chapter circles and limits and continuity for 6 marks and heights and distances, binomial theorem from 4 marks. Write any one question on 6 marks, any one question on 4 marks. So this is the end of your question paper. So overall 60 questions will be set. Now I have showed you the model question paper. So let's find the solution of this model question paper. So let's start with part A section. So answer all the 20 questions. So we have the first question. If matrix A is 1, minus 2, 3, 4, then the matrix 2A will be. We know 2A means 2 is a scalar where you need to multiply 2 to all the elements inside the matrix. After multiplying, I should get the value as 2, minus 4, 6 and 8. So let's look at the option here. 2 minus 4, 6, 8. Clearly, our first option is the answer. So, the correct option is 2 minus 4, 6 and 8. Next, the value of 2011, 2012, 2013 and 2014 under the determinant. So, we can use the elementary row or column operation method here. So, I'll write the first column as it is. I'll write the second column as C2 minus C1. So, that is C2 dash, C2 minus C1. Then I'll get this as 1 into 1. So, just cross multiply the determinant value. So, we will get 2011 minus 2013. So, the value will be equal to minus 2. So, let's look at the options here. We have 4, 0, minus 2 and 2. So, option C will be the correct answer. So, minus 2 for the second question. Next. How many 6-digit numbers can be formed with the digits 2, 7, 6, 1, 9, 8? So, we are supposed to form 6-digit and here also we have 6-digit. We are going to use all the 6 digits in the 6 places. So, therefore here it is equal to 6 factorial whose value is 720. Hence, we can see option C is the correct answer for the third one. Next. If P of A is equal to 3 by 5, what is P of A dash? Now, here we have 5 by 3, 2 by 5, 8 by 5, 5 by 8. So, we know that A and A dash are complement to each other. So, obviously, if you want to find out the complement or the probability of a complement event, then it is subtracted from 1. So, the value is 1 minus 3 by 5, which is equal to 2 by 5. Hence, for the fourth question, option B is the correct answer, that is 2 by 5. Next, negation of the proportion, negation P, disjunction Q is. So, we know that negation of P disjunction Q can be equivalent to negation P conjunction negation Q. So, using this property, if I negate the given statement here, then it is negation of negation P and negation Q. So, that is equal to P negation Q. So, let's see the options here. So, we have option B as the correct answer. Next, the mean proportional to the ratio 2 and 8. So, mean proportional means the means are written in the same values. So, we can write this as B square is equal to 16. So, we will get B is equal to 4. We are supposed to take only the positive values. So, therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next, the value of sine 15 degree. So, sine 15 degree can be written as sine 45 minus 30 degree. So, here using sine A minus B formula, so we will get here sine 45 cos 30 minus cos 45 sine 30. So, which will be 1 by root 2 and root 3 by 2 minus 1 by root 2 into 1 by 2. So, clearly we can see here we will get root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. So, therefore, we can see option C, root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2 is the correct answer. Next, the equation of the circle centered at 0, 0 and radius 4 unit. We know that equation of a circle centered at 0 is given by x square plus y square is equal to r square. So, therefore, here radius is given as 4. So, 4 square becomes 16. Hence, our answer should be x square plus y square is equal to 16. That is option C. Next, y is equal to x power e plus e power x minus e power e, then find dy by dx here. So, you need to derive it. We know that x power e plus e power x minus e power e we have. So, dy by dx will be e into x to the power e minus 1. Derivative of e power x is e power x. E power e is a constant whose value is 0. Hence, our answer will be option B, that is e x to the power e minus 1 plus e power x. Next, we have the value of integral phi by x dx is. So integral of 1 by x is log x, phi is a constant. So we'll get it as phi log x plus c. So therefore option E is the correct answer. So for the 10th one, answer is 5 log x plus c. So next 5 question will be in the form of a fill in the blanks here. The options or the answers will be given. It is jumbled under the brackets here. You need to choose the correct answer. The first one is, if NC10 is equal to NC15, then the value of N is. Clearly we know from the property of the combination, that is if NCA is equal to NCB, then either A is equal to B or N is the total of A plus B. So therefore N will be 10 plus 15. So the correct options will be 25. So now this is done. Next we have, if 5 is to 20 is equal to 3 is to x, then x is. We know that product of means is equal to product of extremes. So we can write this as 5x is equal to 60. So we will get x is equal to 12 as the answer. So therefore 12 is the answer here. So another option is done. Next question we have, the amount of stock at rupees 75 that can be bought for rupees 3,375. So clearly this can be written as 3,375 divided by 75 into 100. So we'll get the answer as 4,500. So now here we can write 4,500 here. So clearly this is done. Next we have, a shopkeeper purchases an article of rupees 7,000 and sells it to a customer of 8,200. If VAT is at 6%, then VAT paid by the shopkeeper. We know that VAT is equal to VAT percentage by selling price minus cost price here. So we can see here the difference of selling price and cost price is 1,200. So 1,200 into 6% will be equal to 72. So therefore it is 72. Only the remaining option is minus 20 by 3. So obviously the answer for the limit is minus 20 by 3 only. Now here I have answered all the questions here. So you just try to answer the questions whichever you know it first. Then with the remaining answers you can write the remaining answers. Next we have, symbolize the proposition, if oxygen is a gas then gold is a compound. So it's a conditional statement. So I can take oxygen is a gas as P and gold is a compound as Q. So therefore when I symbolize this statement, it is F conditional Q. Next, define banker's gain. Banker's gain is the difference between banker's discount and true discount. Next we have, define learning index. Learning index is denoted by small b. It is the ratio of log of learning effect to log 2. So this is the learning index. Find the length of latest rectum of the parabola. So we know that for any parabola, the value 4a will give you the length of latest rectum. So here the length of latest rectum is 32. Next we have, if total cost of an article is C is equal to 5x square plus 2x plus 3, where x indicates the quantity, find its marginal cost. We know that marginal cost is given by the derivative of the total cost function. So when I derive this, the marginal cost will be equal to 5 into 2x plus 2, that is equal to 10x plus 2. Now let's see the solutions for part B section. So here 14 questions will be given. You are supposed to answer any 9. Let's look at the first question. Find A if 2A plus B is equal to 1, minus 1, 0, 1 and A minus 2B is equal to 0, 1, 1, 0. So here we have this. Let's multiply 2 to the whole equation or here. So if I multiply 2 here, then it is 2 2s are 4a plus 2b is equal to 2 minus 2, 0, 2. Now let's add with this, the second one. We have a minus 2b is equal to, we have 0, 1, 1, 0. Let's add it. So plus 2b and minus 2b get cancels. So we have 5a is equal to 2 plus 0 is 2, minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, 0 plus 1 is 1 and 2 plus 0 is 2. So this implies a is equal to, so the scalar quantity has to be shift. So it will become 1 by 5. So which can be written as 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 2 by 5. So this is the matrix A. Next, in how many ways 5 boys and 5 girls can be arranged in a circle if no 2 girls are together? So let us arrange first 5 boys together. Now, when you are arranging in a circular permutation, it is always n minus 1 factorial. So arranging 5 boys will be in the form of 5 minus 1 factorial. So therefore here total number of ways is 5 minus 1 factorial. After arranging boys in a circle here, we are supposed to arrange girls now. Now since boys are already arranged, no 2 girls are together here. So the condition, they has to be placed in between the boys. So how many places are left here? So we are left with 5 places and all the 5 girls has to be arranged here. So therefore this will be equal to 5 factorial. Hence the total number of ways is 5 factorial into 4 factorial. Next, if P of B is equal to 1 by 2, P of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 4, then find P of A conditional B. So we know the formula for the conditional probability, that is P of A conditional B can be written as P of A intersection B divided by P of B. So that is 1 by 4, 1 by 2. So you will get the value as 1 by 2. Next, if the compound proposition P conditional Q disjunction R is false, then find the truth values of P, Q and R. So given this is false, according to the conditional statement, if the first statement is true and the second statement is false, then only the compound proposition is false. So this implies P is true, this Q disjunction R is false. Now we got the truth value for P. Now let's come towards the disjunction. From the property of disjunction, we know that when both the statements are false, then only the compound proposition is false. So therefore, this is already we know, that is P is true. Now from the disjunction property here, we can write Q is false and R is false. So these are the truth values. Next, what must be added to each term in the ratio 2:3 so that it becomes 5:6? So for the ratio 2:3, what has to be added for both the terms so that it will become 5:6, that is 5 by 6. So cross multiplying will get 12 plus 6x, 15 plus 5x. So on solving we will get x is equal to 3. The value of x is 3. Next, true discount on a bill was rupees 100. Banker's gain is rupees 10. What is the face value of the bill? Now we know the formula for the face value of the bill, that is true discount into banker's discount divided by banker's gain here. So they have given the true discount and the banker's gain. We don't know what is banker's discount, but we know that banker's gain is banker's discount minus true discount. So if we need banker's discount, then it is the sum of true discount and banker's gain. So therefore it is 100 plus 10, 110. So now here it is 100 into 110 divided by 10. So here we'll get 1100. So this is the face value of the bill in rupees. Next, prove that 1 minus cos 2a divided by sin 2a is equal to tan 2a. Let's take the left hand side here. From the multiple angle formula, 1 minus cos 2a can be written as 2 sin square a. And sin 2a can be written as 2 sin a cos a. So 2 get cancels, sin and sin get cancels. So we are left with sin a by cos a, which can be written as tan a. That is the RHS. Next, if tan a is equal to 3 by 4, tan b is equal to 1 by 7, show that a plus b is equal to pi by 4. Since tan a, tan b is given, let's use the formula of tan a plus b. So we have tan a plus b is equal to tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a tan b. Now the value of tan a is given as 3 by 4, tan b is given as 1 by 7. So 1 minus 3 by 4, 1 by 7. So on solving this here, we will get the value as 25 by 28 in the numerator as well as 28 minus 3, again 25 minus 28 in the denominator. So we'll get cancels and tan a plus b will be equal to 1. Now for what values of tan, the angle gives you the value as 1. So only when it is equal to tan 45 degree, that is tan pi by 4. So this implies a plus b is equal to pi by 4. Hence we have proved. Next, find the equation of the parabola given that its focus is 0, minus 3 and the directrix is y is equal to 3. So the focus is 0, minus 3. So from the quadrants here, so 0, minus 3 means somewhere here. And the directrix is exactly y is equal to 3. So clearly we can see it's a downward parabola. So since the focus lie on the negative side of y-axis, it's a downward parabola. So for downward parabola, the equation is given by x square is equal to minus 4ay. So from the given equation, clearly we have a is equal to 3. Now substituting the value of a is equal to 3 here, we will get x square is equal to 4 3s are 12, that is minus 12y is the equation of the parabola. Next, if f of x is equal to x power 4 minus 256 divided by x minus 4, for x not equal to 4 and k if x is equal to 4 is continuous at x is equal to 4, find the value of k. So we know that whenever the function is continuous, the limit of the function will be equal to f of a or x close to a. Now here a is 4 here. So therefore limit as x close to 4 f of x should be equal to f of 4. Now from the given function here, whenever the x is not equal to 4, the function is taken as x power 4 minus 256 by x minus 4, and for x is equal to 4, the value is given as k. So here we can write limit as x tends to 4, x power 4 minus 256 divided by x minus 4 is equal to k. Now this is a standard limit, that is limit x tends to 4, x power 4 minus 4 power 4 by x minus 4 is equal to k. So this implies we can write the value of the limit as n into a to the power n minus 1. So that is 4 into 4 to the power 4 minus 1, which is 4 power 4 only. So therefore the value of k is equal to 256. Next, if y is equal to x power x, then find dy by dx. So clearly we have the variables in the power form. We can apply log on both sides. We will get this in the form of log y is equal to x log x. So let us derive this. We have 1 by y dy by dx is equal to, here let's use the product rule, first function into derivative of the second plus second function into derivative of the first. So clearly we'll get dy by dx is equal to y into 1 plus log x. Replacing the value of y, we'll get the answer as x power x into 1 plus log x, which is the derivative of the given function. Next, if s is equal to 4t cube minus 6t square plus t minus 1, whereas is the displacement of a particle at time t, find the velocity and acceleration when t is equal to 2 seconds. We know that velocity rate in change of displacement and acceleration is rate of change of velocity. So that means we need to derive s one time to find out velocity at t is equal to 2 and 2 times to get acceleration at t is equal to 2. So let's find out ds by dt. So after deriving this t cube becomes 3t square. So we have here 4 into 3t square minus 6 into 2t plus 1. Now at t is equal to 2 seconds, what happens to v? So here we have 12, 2 square is 4 minus 12, t is 2 plus 1. So 48 minus 24 is again 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. So 25. Next we need to find out acceleration. Acceleration is d square s by dt square. So that is, we have here 12 t square, if you derive you will get it as 2t. Next again 12 into 1. So we have here 24t minus 12. So that is A. Now at same t is equal to t here, 24 into 2 minus 12, that is equal to 24 2's is 48, 48 minus 12 is 36. So this is the acceleration. Next, evaluate integral of 7x to the power 6 plus 7 power x log 7 divided by x power 7 plus 7 power x into dx. So here we can use the substitution method to integrate. So here put x power 7 plus 7 power x is equal to t. Let's derive this. Then it is 7x power 6 plus 7 power x log 7 into dx is equal to dt. Replacing t with the denominator and dt with the numerator, the integral become integral dt by t. So which will be equal to log t plus c, or this can be written as log of x to the power 7 plus 7 power x plus c. This is the value of the integral. So in this session, I have found the solutions until part B section. We'll find the solutions of the remaining sections in the next session of the video. Until then, keep watching, keep learning, keep exploring. Thank you.